cruise line is interesting because you're just limited to where you can go. But like, I don't have like how many times I stopped at Luigi's for a slice of pizza or something because that would just be outrageous, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Outrageous to track. I don't know. I'm weird. I'm like a nerd with this stuff. Like,
Yeah, because it'd be hard to track on the ship because you don't always
yeah,
have internet, like especially in the early days.
yeah.
Well, I guess you have the pictures though. You could just go through the pictures
I do have the pictures, yeah, but
and think about that.
I don't think I take as many cruise line pictures I'm seeing, but I don't
Mm.
know. I don't know why that is.
I still haven't heard a word about the cruise coming up, man. Disney Cruise Line does not let you know about this stuff like ahead of
Wow.
time. It's driving me crazy. Like
Yeah,
I just want to know.
right.
You would think they'd want to ask you like about your birth certificate or your documentation or something. Dude,
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
like 3.5 weeks.
Man, I leave in 10 days.
Dude. So you'll be here next Sunday?
I think I'll be here. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean,
Can you
I mean, I should, as long as nothing crazy happens. Yeah, I should be.
let's hope not. And can you record with us tomorrow? Me and Pam.
You need me to tomorrow? Huh.
Yeah.
Probably should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah. And we could probably do it a little bit earlier when you get home. Yeah.
So I'm doing this training for our office in Chicago. So I'm not going, obviously, or else I'd be there already. But I think it's supposed to go kind of late, like 4 p.m. Central. So I'll keep you posted on how that's going. So it might be like at a Ricky time in quotes coming back.
No, we'll work with you. Just let us know. Hey, everybody. Hello, Andrew and Jared and Sharing the Magic Pod and Zach. And
do we have to record some early ones? Because like I tuned in like at the beginning of last Monday a little bit, and I heard like Pam's got some travel coming up and stuff. Like, do you got enough?
We're bouncing back and forth. Like Pam's gone, but Ricky's here. So
okay,
and you'll be here, I think. So like I think we'll be okay.
Okay.
And plus,
I'll be gone like the second or whatever that Monday is.
You will have at least 2 of us here for everything. Like, cause like my cruise is a Wednesday. I'm gone like a Wednesday to a Sunday. So I really won't miss anything except a live call-in show, which I don't care. So like I can still do all the other shows.
So yeah, it's my anniversary weekend too, so that works out.
Yep.
Actually, our anniversary is a Wednesday. That's not really a Wednesday. Never falls near a
the 11th.
The 11th our anniversary. Our 15th.
Because our cruise is the 12th. It's a 3-night, 12th to the 15th, and then the 11th.
That's awesome. That's gonna be so awesome, man.
I can't wait, dude. That lounge is gonna be pretty sweet. And it'll be cool because, like, I mean, like when you're on it by yourself, like, and I have nothing to do, like, I'll just be checking everything out. I'll be taking all video.
Is it even going anywhere?
It's going to Castaway and a day at sea.
Okay, cool.
But I mean, all I'm going to do at Castaway is get off and go get lunch at Cookies and come back.
I'm about to say, like, I might not even like get off the ship. Even
I'm not going like getting the ocean.
I bet you a lot of people won't. Actually, that might be the time to go to Castaway. Honestly,
I know because everybody on there will be just to do like videos and stuff of the ship.
You have the whole ocean to yourself.
I know, but I'm just I love Cookies though. So
you do the 5K. You're the only person doing it.
I'm not doing the 5. I'll run on the treadmill every day.
The 5K is weird now. Anyway, you just go on your own anyway. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab Cookies though because I do love cookies. I'll be the only one there.
Dude, the ice cream I'm convinced is better on the island.
I agree too. Yeah.
There's something about it. It's
down
harder. Like I don't know why, because it's like the island's warm too, but like there's something about it. Like it's better.
It'll be good. It'll be nice to have like a couple days just off work. I need a break.
Yeah.
Christmas coming up. All right. So we're here. We got a lot of folks tuned in already. This is awesome. So tonight we have some ideas for topics, and we're going to carry over the password from last week because we didn't really get into that last week. Best side, I think. I want to hear. All right. So I think the phone line should be working. I've been working with them for 40 minutes. God help us.
40 minutes. I've been working on my spreadsheet for Jason for the last 40 minutes.
If anybody talks about Mizzou football, I will hang up on you. After.
But I'm open to talk about Lions football all day, baby.
I know one of our TV anchors said his next door neighbor was playing the offensive line for you guys late in the game today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean that was a game where we just took a lot of guys off the
Yeah.
took
It's
a
like,
lot of starters out.
he treated, he's like,
Dude, we were 100%
my neighbor's
scoring.
playing
Like
the offensive line for the Lions right now.
I was kind of bummed when we hit the field goal. I'm like, come on, let's get the touchdowns rolling. Yeah, it
Oh
was
my gosh. Kim's living
I
the
should have
dream.
bet heavy on that game too. I mean, the spread was 14, which is ridiculous for an NFL game. But like
But it's Jacksonville.
Jacksonville had like an awful squad out there. Like I just knew we were gonna. Man, I should have bet heavy on it. 14 points is a ton of points though.
I mean,
But
Mizzou covered last night, but they also broke my heart. So I can't talk football right now. Dude, Luther caught a game-winning touchdown with one hand. It was the greatest catch of all.
yeah,
Brady was playing with a broken wrist and a high ankle sprain. Oh, whatever. I can't go there. Okay, here we go. That was pass interference. And I hate Nebraska, and I love Wade, but that was pass interference on the Nebraska dude in that USC game. Holy cow, that was a felony. But we can't talk football. Okay, here we go. That was
I didn't watch much. I was in Frankenmuth. I was just having a
I
good old
didn't
day
see
with
it. I
girls.
just saw it all over Twitter today.
Yeah.
I mean, two dudes. I mean, the guy got. I mean, he probably doesn't have an ID on him. I mean, he got mugged in the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, mugged. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely want to talk about Sparty football. What about Lions?
Yeah, see, look at Wade. It was
The
it was-
Illini, man. Just
Yeah, I'm not a big Lion fan either. All right, here we go. Let's see. Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, November 17th, 2024. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from the Be Our Guest podcast. That's why it's the BOGP Open Line. We're here for the next hour taking your calls at 407-413-9395. That's 407-413-9395. It's you, me, and Scotty G. That's right. He's rocking the Lions hat. Jason's in the chat saying the roar has been restored. We're not talking football. We're talking Disney, but apparently it has. We're going to have a good time. We're going to bring some topics to the table, but we got to get the co-host in here. Scotty G, what's going on tonight? Happy Sunday.
happy Sunday, Mike. Hope your weekend was okay. It sounds like you had a little rough Saturday night. My Saturday night was great. As you know, I'm a frequent visitor of Frankenmuth, Michigan, and especially this time of year, like with the Bronners, the world's largest Christmas store, and all the lights are out, the horse carriages were going and all that. It was a beautiful evening in Frankenmuth. And I always think about you, man. Like, you got to come out there sometime. I think you would absolutely love it. You would love it so much.
Oh man, it's like beer garden, but
Yeah.
Christmas.
And then you go to Zender's, which is we went. The reason we went now, we normally don't go before Thanksgiving, because we like to know who our Be Our Guest Christmas ornament person is. By the way, you should register for that.
Yep.
But Elizabeth gets a like a free meal at Zender's, like part of their birthday club or whatever, and we're gonna be gone for Thanksgiving. So I was like, well, we should probably go this weekend and get the free meal. And it's awesome. It reminds me of Liberty Tree in some way. I think Jason's in the chat. I think he's been there a few times himself as a Michigander. And like, I can't describe it other than like, it's like Liberty Tree with like all these different rooms, it's got this old school vibe to it, very, old America. And then like, you just get like the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, but instead of like turkey and all that, it's just straight up fried chicken, and it's amazing fried chicken, and it's all you care to enjoy. And like, we'll tell them like, oh, we just want like one more piece. And then they bring out like a whole plate's worth. Like, no, I didn't want that much, but I'm going to eat more anyway, because you did. So it's an awesome experience. I just love hanging out at Frankenmuth.
God, man, pure Michigan, right? They should have that. They should have Tim Allen talking about that place in the commercial.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably has at some point, but yeah. But then you got like all the cute little boutiques and shops. And then like, there's the cheese house, which has over 270 types of cheeses. There's just hotels and water. I mean, it's a cool spot. I just love it.
And we are moving into the holiday season. Of course, Thanksgiving here will be in a couple of weeks here in the States. And then, of course, Christmas will be here before we know it. Folks heading down to Walt Disney World. We have Jollywood Nights going on right now at the Disney's Hollywood Studios. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party happening at the Magic Kingdom. All the decorations are up. The Christmas loops are playing. I mean, it is a jolly time down at the parks. And I love to see it. Again, I'm missing that time down at the parks. I hate it because I am the biggest Christmas fan. I love it. Of course, here in the studios. The tree is now up. The ceramic Christmas tree is on top of the fridge. I got the Charlie Brown Christmas tree behind me. I'm as much in the spirit as I can get here at the BOGP studios. You're heading down here in about what, 10, 15
10 days.
10 days. So you'll be rocking it out. And so excited to follow along with you. And man, I wish I could get down there, but of course, can't go twice with marathon weekend. So I got to
It's my
sacrifice.
favorite time to go, right? The week of Thanksgiving, I know it's busy, right? But like it's family time, just love spending time with the family. Like it's a little break from like the school year. You get a little extended break. And then it just gets me so excited for the holidays, right? Because like Christmas is everywhere at that point. And that's when because like I'm like you, I feel like I want to have some Thanksgiving. I really enjoy Thanksgiving. I want to enjoy Thanksgiving before I really go all in on Christmas. Even as we speak, my tree is being decorated right now by the girls.
See, I thought you'd joan on me because here's my rule. Like we don't have it upstairs, right? There's no Christmas upstairs, but this is like downstairs in the studio where Pam doesn't really see it. So she was getting her haircut. It takes like 3 hours to get her haircut. So while she was getting her haircut, I told Mallory she needed gas money. So the tree got put up for gas money.
I think I mentioned this just because of leaving we're going to be gone the week of Thanksgiving. So we got to get it up early. Yeah. And when Thanksgiving is on Liz's birthday or when it's on your birthday, like it'll be next year, it's later in the season, right? So like you feel like you lose a week of Christmas because of it. So it's nice to get it up a little earlier on those 2 years.
Yeah. And I kind of looked at it as I'll be gone for like 3 days on the cruise. So I don't want to lose 3 days. That's kind of
exactly. I don't want to lose those days.
It's here and it makes me happy. So who cares? It's making me happy. So, but I'm usually not a before Thanksgiving guy. This is
we're usually not either. Yeah.
This is all against my thing,
but it's so dark out. Like it makes you cheery, right? Like when I go downstairs and I'm going to see the garland and all that, and all the lights are going to be. It's going to feel so nice. It's going to feel homey, and I'm excited for it.
All right, 407-413-9395. We need your calls tonight. We want to talk to you. We really want to make these Sunday nights all about you. So we always have a password. We're going to carry over last week's password as we move into Thanksgiving. We're going to ask for a password to kind of get into the topic of the night. And we have a few topics we're going to bring to the table. First of all, the password carrying over from last week is your best side for Thanksgiving. What is your favorite side of anything? Is it cranberries? Is it the cheesy potatoes that you bring? Is it stuffing? Is it dressing? What is it? So tell us your favorite side. And then, we'll either deem that awesome or terrible. No, we won't. Maybe. And then we'll get into your Disney topic. But we could do our game carried over from Friday. We could talk about one's got to go. You could give us a situation. You comment on one of ours from Friday. Or Scott's got some interesting information too, but we have our first call of the night. So let's see what's on their mind. Caller, who's there?
Hey. It's Mohawk Scotland from Scotland. Happy time zones, guys. How are we doing?
Hey, we always appreciate it when you call from way over there and stay up late with us. Thank you for calling. We appreciate you, buddy.
Yep. Right. We don't have Thanksgiving, but my favorite side is stuffing. Get a little bit of gravy on that and it goes down a treat.
Hey, a week from Thursday, man, just eat it up and just say it's in honor of your podcast buddies.
In honor of Turkey Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to Black Friday, though.
Do it up for us.
Yeah. Right. I know Scott's going down to Fort Wilderness next week, isn't it, Scott?
Yeah, 10 days. So we're close. By the time this airs on the feed, it'll be about a week. Yeah.
Yeah, about a week. So what I wanted to discuss was the Reflections Lakeside Lodge at Fort Wilderness. It looks like they started work on it again at River Country, or where River Country was. So might have a new DVC property coming along. I want to know what you guys think of that.
I'm all for it. As a DVC member. Like I want more options, right? Like I want to, because like the availability can be rough sometimes. And I know they're going to sell that up, right? And then there's going to be new DVC contracts and such. But I just like having more options, especially when a new one comes on board, because it's easier to book, like right when it comes released. But because not everyone's bought into it. But yeah, I love the idea of it. I was so excited about this when it came out, like the scope of it a few years ago, and then the pandemic kind of ruin those plans, but I'm so excited to see it come back. And I told you in the Discord, I'm excited to do some research on that, the fort. Maybe I can find some construction and maybe I can get a hard hat tour or something of whatever they're doing over there.
High vis and hard hat, yeah. obviously we're not going to hear anything officially from Disney probably until they've sold all the Polynesian availability, and then we might hear something maybe next year. But
what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it?
There.
Do you like the idea of it, Mohawk?
Yeah, it is. I mean, we're not DVC owners, but it is something that we've looked at in the past, and that seems kind of like that ideal location as well. You've got Fort Wilderness out there. You've got the cabins as well. It just seems a really good location. It's underutilized as well. Obviously, you had nothing there since River Country got closed down. Mid 2000s, I think it was, or late 90s.
Yeah, like early 2000s, I would say. And here's one thing I would say with that to kind of add to this conversation is this is a unique opportunity for Disney. I think with this particular property is that it was announced, they got feedback, they got a lot of feedback, and then they pulled it back because of the circumstances. And this is a second chance to go after this opportunity, which you don't get very often. And I think this is just me, and I'm not a DVC owner, but I mean, hotels are hotels. I think in the initial concepts, I think they played this too safe. I think that they made it look too generic. I think that they should, what Disney fans like, and I mean, if you're going to be a DVC resort, you're marketing to Disney fans at the core. You're that's your hardiest fans,
hardcore Disney fans.
Go in and build this thing like a Wilderness Lodge. I mean, people love Wilderness Lodge because of it is themed. I mean, it is very, very themed. You know what I'm saying? Like an Animal Kingdom Lodge is heavily themed. Don't make it lightly themed to where people are comparing it to a Marriott or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it was initially themed enough. Don't make it lightly themed. Go in a little bit more and kind of refine that. You get a second chance of this, Disney. You don't get that often. Take advantage.
I mean, if you want a Marriott, you just go Swan and Dolphin, don't you? That is the Marriott on site. You may as well go there if you want that kind of experience. You go to Disney for over the top theming, or theming that's done well, like Grand Destino Tower and stuff. They are really, really well done theming, but they've got that Disney touch.
Yeah,
for sure. Hey, Mohawk, so you have a trip coming up less than a year, I think, and you're booking flights this week, right? So I just want to wish you good luck on that. I know you got some points, rewards troubles that are happening over there, but I wish you the best. I hope that you get what you need there on those flights.
Yeah, thank you. Well, when this comes out, I'll be sitting on the computer, probably furiously trying to look for reward redemptions. The flights, if I'm buying them, are going to be very, very expensive. I think we're looking about $6,000 for the four of us to travel one way to the States at the moment, just because of Epic Universe opening up next year. The prices have gone through the roof.
Oh my gosh.
When I see you and Cody in the clubhouse talking about all these hacks and ways to save money on flights and everything else, my head spins. Like I feel like I needed 7 degrees in math. But I love you guys because you're saving people a ton of money in the clubhouse with that travel hack channel. You guys are the best. I mean, you guys are awesome, but holy smokes, you guys are good. But it's not for the faint-hearted.
Oh, we're good as long as the airlines don't switch their rewards program several weeks before you're meant to start booking like they have with me. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, we sure
wish you the best of luck.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Another quick one. Are you guys coming down for Run Disney Wine and Dine next year?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Possibly.
I like the date change, honestly.
Yeah, I honestly probably won't, just because it is football season and my daughter will be a senior at cheerleading, and so chances are probably no, because I would like to, but it'll be football season.
That's fine. I might see Scotty G there. We can meet in Epcot.
Yeah, it could happen because I would be the opposite of Mike, where I would have gone. I would have gone through the senior year, you know. So my kid will be in college, and I like the date change of Wine and Dine. Honestly, it intrigues me a little bit to be before Halloween. So I might, and I like Wine and Dine Race Weekend. It's been a few years since I've done it, so I might set that as a goal. Maybe I'm doing it right now, Mike. Maybe I'm admitting that I'm going to actually train for one of these things. It's been a while since I've done that, and have it be Wine and Dine. That'd be awesome.
Scott just admitted he's going to go perfect for the Run Disney season for 25-26. Every race, every distance.
Oof.
That could be doable. That could be doable because it starts with Wine and Dine. Yes.
Dude,
I've done it before many times.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to go in, dude. You wrote down all your restaurants. You're crazy.
Awesome. Well, hey, Mohawk, yeah, it'd be awesome. You train for a race, because I know you've been crushing it too, man. You've been inspiring me actually to get out there and walk and get fit more. So like,
consistency.
Kudos to you. Yeah.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah, consistency is the key, but I've got a long way to go. I am very unfit, so it's going to be a long journey, but I might get for the 5K next year for Wine and Dine.
You will.
Just a bit of a push.
One day at a time, man. You are consistency is the key, and you're getting it, man. I'm really impressed that you're doing it, man. Keep it up.
No worries at all. Thanks for your support as well, guys. It's great having somewhere like the clubhouse where there's just people cheering you on. It's a great place to be. We can talk Disney, we can talk real life. It's just a fantastic resource.
I love it.
Yeah, like you guess I love it because I'm on there all hours of the morning.
Right.
I'm going to head off though, guys, because it's really late here, and I'm sure you want to get other callers on. So I've stayed up late, and I can say I've had a wee chat with you guys, and I will. I'll stay in touch.
Hey, don't be a stranger. It's so good to talk to you. We appreciate you staying up late with us, and it's great to hear your voice. Thank you.
Nice to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I know it's an early start there for you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, I need to be up for work in 5.5 hours.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, sweet dreams, Mohawk. Have a good sleep.
Take care, bro.
Guys.
I'll see you. All right.
See you.
Oh my gosh. 5 hours. That's brutal. All right. Hang on. I was trying to avoid that.
I don't do that as much anymore. I used to, but
I can't do that anymore. All right. We have our next caller on the line. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey, this is Paul from Lake St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh my gosh. Beautiful Lake St. Louis, Missouri, home of Nelly. Used to be.
I don't know what it's home of. I've only lived here for about 4 years. So,
He used to live out there back in the day. Yes.
Scotty G, thanks for your quarterback getting me a whole ton of fantasy points today, by the
oh,
way.
you're welcome, Paul. That's what we're here for, right? So he might have hurt you a little bit with all those INTs last week, but he made up for it today for sure.
Yeah, it balanced out for sure.
Yeah.
So the stars kind of aligned, and I was finally able to call in after listening for about 3 years now. So thanks, guys, for all you do.
You're actually so close to me. I can hear your dog barking outside the BOGP Studios window instead of through the phone. Yeah. You're just down the road here a bit. I'm just kidding.
That's awesome. So what's going on, Paul? What's on your mind?
I'm going down to Springtime Surprise, and I'm doing the 10-miler, which is on the Sunday. But I'm going down on Thursday. How would you guys spend your days before the race to enjoy it, but not burn yourself out for the race?
Oh, wait a second. Mohawk, our last caller from Scott, he called all the way from Scotland. Dude stayed up all night, and he's calling you out. He said, we got to have a password first.
He's not calling you out. He's mostly calling you out, Mike, that you didn't ask for the password.
Oh, he's calling me out because I didn't call you out. Okay, so I don't know. He's whatever. He's calling people out. It's middle of the night over in Scotland. What's your favorite side for Thanksgiving, Paul? Help us out here.
You know, I read it, and I had it ready to go. Sweet potatoes for sure.
Sweet potatoes. There you go. All right, we got one. There you go. That's a good side. That'll pass.
So Paul, Paul, you're doing. I hate to ask this question because you have to with Run Disney. And I don't. When I say just, I don't mean that in a negative way. You're only doing the 10-miler. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm just going down there. It's a kind of a bucket list thing, just to do an event and get in and get out.
So how I would kind of strategize that. I mean, I think on Thursday and Friday you can kind of like I'd go kind of not necessarily like super hard in the parks, like road drop to close, but I would have like nice park days, right? And like do all the things you want to do. And unless if you're after merchandise, like I say, go to the expo on that Saturday. It's going to be so chill. It's going to be less stressful. It's not going to be very busy, and then you can just get your bib, kind of wander around and look at stuff, and that kind of have that be like your chill day, your resting day before the race. Because if you try to go on Thursday or Friday, the expo will take a lot out of your day. I feel like, right, and especially like that's when you're going to be your freshest. So I say go on Saturday to the expo, and then just like stay off your feet, have a nice meal somewhere, and then you're going to crush that race on Sunday.
I was thinking Boma.
Oh, I like that. I like that. But would you agree with that? Like just unless you're specifically after like some merchandise from the Run Disney Expo, but I would just say let the crowds be what they're going to be on Thursday and Friday, and you just kind of sneak in there on a Saturday, and I think that will work out really nice.
Yeah, because of circumstances, I've gone to the expo like later in the weekend a couple of times, just because I don't know why, but like, not at the first day, like day 2 or 3 into the weekend. It is like you're the only one there. It's almost like that GIF of when Will Smith's in the living room and there's nobody around. It's like that. You just walk in and get your stuff, and there's all the limited edition stuff is typically gone. The stuff that's super hard to get, but most of the stuff is still there. If you want to buy stuff, probably 90% of the things are still available, and you can shop with no lines. You get your gift, you get your shirt, your bib, all that stuff with just walk in, walk out. Because I mean, you go when like it opens, it's a nut house. It's exhausting.
And it just gets into your day a little bit. Like I want Paul to enjoy that Thursday and Friday to the max. So yeah.
Time better spent.
So you guys want me to throw you the huge monkey wrench in this?
Okay. I love it. We've given what a answer that we feel is pretty confident. Now let's hear the monkey wrench.
Here we go.
Now, I am a super avid bicyclist versus a runner. Love cardio. Don't get me wrong. But here's the game plan. And I've done this in other major cities when I travel for work. And I'm talking Chicago, Indianapolis, Atlanta. I actually got a bicycle from someone in my subdivision. It was basically free. So I'm fixing it up, and I will be shipping that down via Southwest with me. I will take the bus to the 7-Eleven that's on the south side of MCO, assemble my bike, and then I will ride it from MCO to the resort and have my bicycle. And I plan to put on 20 to 30 miles a day around the Orlando area up until the race event. And then what I'll do, I usually just donate it to Goodwill, or I throw a free sign on it and give it to something, and then I fly home. I'll fly home on that Monday.
That's great.
I love you. This is so awesome.
I would love to do a trip report on the follow-up on this with you too, by the way.
Yeah, I want to hear the trip report about the cycling around Orlando area.
This is nuts, and I love it. This is nuts in such a good way. This is crazy. I love it, because like I used to be so stupid. I would get up and run a 5K before the 5K during Dopey. I was an idiot like that. I'd be out there running around Hourglass Lake, and this is like a next level on that. No, I love this. Like you're riding from MCO over to the hotel. That's next level. That is awesome. I mean, forget, like, you don't even have to worry about, like, if somebody asks you, like, you taking Mears or you taking Uber? You're like, nope, I'm taking Huffy. I mean, you're just like, and I know you're not taking Huffy, but you're taking the.
And here's the thing, I'm super cheap, so I weigh the cost of it all. Like, I looked at Mears, and both ways for a round trip on Mears is like $46 or something like that. Plus, then you got to tip the driver. I got this bike for free. I have tons of bike parts in my house, so I was able to swap out the tubes and do the tune-up. If I can't sneak the bike in through standard Southwest free baggage claim, at most it's going to cost me $75 to get the bike down there in a bike box that you just pick up from your local bike shop. And it's a one-way trip, so it's going to be only the $75. So I'm either going to give it away to Goodwill down there, or I'm just going to put a free sign on it and someone will pick it up by that gas station.
This is incredible.
It actually almost washes out, when you think about the $45 round trip plus, what, $10-15 tip for the baggage guy, you're washing out. And I figure if I've done this in cities like Atlanta, and Mike, I might have confused you with the 219 area code. I grew up in Northwest Indiana, which is just outside Chicago. But I've done it in that city, and now I'm going to do it in MCO. And I'm pretty defensive when I ride, so that's.
Yeah, please be
That's
careful down
dangerous.
there because, dude, Uber drivers scare me to death down there. Like, and I'm just in the back seat. Being on a bike down there would give me a heart attack. But you know what you're doing. I'm not going to tell you that.
Paul,
But
are you just backpacking it too? I'm trying to figure out, like, are you gonna have like a roller bag with your
What are you
bike, but
doing?
like
Yeah, what are
you're
you
just
doing?
carrying a bag, right?
Yeah.
Like a backpack.
So my bag is it's a duffel bag that has backstrap packs built onto it. So you could, I figure it's going to be early April. I might be a little bit cold up here in St. Louis getting to the airport, but I'll have my running shoes, my running gear in the bag. It's not going to be a long trip. I'm flying solo. The family's staying here, so I get to do whatever I want, and I can pack light. And there's a Sam's Club and an Aldi on the way, so I'll hit those up and get to. I'm DVC, so I'll be staying at Riviera. I've got a tower studio built, reserved.
Perfect.
You
Just afraid they're not
you
gonna
are
let me
going to
at the
be.
front door.
You have got to be the first person ever to roll up to the Riviera on a bicycle. I mean,
wanna see
at least top 5. I mean, there can't be that many people that have.
I
ever
want to see
rolled
the
up
bike
Riviera.
in one of these tower rooms because those tower rooms are smaller to begin with, and this is like how Riviera is that, right? Like it just seems like it's so Mediterranean, like European, like I got my small like studio and I got my bicycle in
Yeah,
there.
I know.
It
It's
sounds
like
perfect.
this is almost like an Impressions to Friends video. I mean,
Yes.
Scott, like you needed this, and this is you need like a GoPro on this whole time. Like we need video of this epic journey.
It's on the top of my helmet. A little
Yes.
Yeah.
We need content.
Yes,
I know. I need to bring you on my vlog, Paul, and like we could just do a video feature of this because this is incredible.
So awesome. Oh my god,
Yeah,
this is gonna be epic.
I've literally been thinking about this for like the past 6 months since I get into springtime, and this will be the first time I've ever gone down to Florida without the family. And I'm like, I want to do the thing that I know my wife would not let me do.
Yeah, forget the race, dude. The race is so secondary at this point. Like,
I can't believe we spent 5 minutes talking about plans before we even knew there was a bike
You're
involved.
less about the Run Disney race at this point. It's all about getting the bike down there, riding the bike from MCO. You talking about going to an Aldi and like backpacking all the stuff. That's the thing, dude. You forget that. You get the medal for that. That's way more exciting. Heck yeah.
That's so awesome.
That's great. I love it. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. We gotta talk about
I
that.
was just trying to put a smile on everyone's face tonight, and
You
hopefully
did
I'll
it.
You
see
did.
around there for springtime.
Dude, everybody listening to this on Thursday's like, dude, that is awesome. And now everybody that's waiting for an Uber, like, hey, think we should have just taken a bike.
Mike, you need to get Paul on your trip report list.
So it's
We
from
will.
St. Charles, like all the way out to Kansas City. I've ridden that from one direction to the other, so I figure it can't be that bad.
You said you did the Katy Trail?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Katy Trail is pretty sweet. I jogged it on ice one time with one of our fellow teachers that wanted to run 50K on his 50th birthday, but it was in January and it was sheet of ice. I was like, that was a great idea. Oh my God. I didn't run 50K with him, by the way. I ran a portion. We all did pieces with him because we weren't all going to be stupid, but we wanted to support him. So we just all tag teamed. So I ran about 10 miles with him on ice.
I remember you talking about that because didn't you go for like hibachi afterwards or something?
Yes, and I was never so sore because every step you took for 10 miles, you were like tensed up because I was going to go down. It was like a sheet of ice. It was great. And right on the Missouri River, just the wind howling. It was ridiculous. Well, hey, I can't wait to hear about this. That is epic. I mean, we've done almost 17 years of shows. We've never heard of anybody riding a bike from MCO. So you never know what you're going to get when you open up. This is why I like live shows. You open up the phone lines, you never know what you're going to get, especially from Lake St. Louis. You got to be careful out there.
We're crazy.
Absolutely. Watch that lake. Hey, Paul, thanks for calling in. We appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys.
Have a good one.
We'll see you.
All right, 407-413. Oh my God, we got another 314 area code. That's St. Louis. Who knows what's going to happen here? All right, we have another call. Hey, who's joining us?
Hey guys, this is Jared from a small town in Illinois. How you guys doing?
We're all over the metro area tonight. What's up?
We
Jared?
are Lake St. Louis. You know what? It's fall, but it's getting a little hot in her. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't even know Nelly was from there. That was yeah.
Hold on, I got
Are
get
you,
my Band-Aid
are
on.
you
real quick.
really a fan at that point?
I don't know. His house is long gone out there, so this shows my age. It's sad.
I'm right behind you, brother. Right behind you.
It's
So who is this? This is Jared. Is that what, I write down names so I can take notes during the calls. This is Jared.
Small town
It's Jared.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Across the river.
It's nice to meet you, Scott. I mean, I think you and I might hit it off. Yeah, if we actually met face to face.
You guys did not talk until we get the password. Best side for Thanksgiving, sir.
Oh, geez. Oh, got it. It's broccoli cheese casserole. That's the one.
I like that one.
That'd be a good Midwestern side. I don't know if you're serious or not, but that would be.
I think he's serious. That's a good one.
Absolutely. So you start with broccoli, which is healthy, right? And then you throw in a whole bunch of butter, a whole bunch of Velveeta, and a whole bunch of Ritz crackers on top of it, and do absolutely everything you can to make it unhealthy.
All right.
It's absolutely delicious.
That works. That's okay. That's Midwestern right there. You take it something healthy and just wipe it all out with Velveeta and everything else. Yeah, perfect.
That's right. Continue. It's like making a salad with a pint of mayonnaise.
That's exactly it. A gallon of ranch. Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's up?
So you guys, BOGP is bringing knowledge to the people this evening. I had no idea Wine and Dine 2025, the date had changed. We're in, baby.
You're in?
Who's coming with me?
I'm coming with you.
I know Wade is watching. I saw his comment on there. Wade, you got to get that knee rehabilitated. Scotty G, you're in.
I'm in.
Scott or Mike, you're out. You got football. You got family obligations. I mean, if you can sneak away, yeah.
It depends when the bye week is. We'll
I have less family obligations because I will be not dealing with that senior.
Yeah, this is my last year. The next year I won't.
And I love the dates. Yeah. So you didn't know about the date change, huh?
I had no idea. I had no clue. I am so excited. I'm so pumped about this. Here's why. So we got our annual passes, and we just started them. A couple of weeks ago when Wine and Dine 2024. So that means with Wine and Dine 25 being a week earlier, we're still going to be on our annual passes. We're going to get one last trip out of it.
I didn't think about that. Everybody that just renewed at this Wine and Dine, that's a bonus. It doesn't happen often, but yeah, bam.
Absolutely perfect. I was sitting here. I was talking with Stacy. We figured out, and I looked up when the registration was. Are we going to really know when February rolls around if we're gonna be ready to commit to a race in November? She says, yeah, we'll still have annual passes. I'm like, done, we're in. Let's go.
Dude, there's gonna be a party at the Barcelona Lounge that weekend. I'm just saying right now.
Oh, dude, party in FLA.
Yes, I love it. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I think I'm in. I think my return to Run Disney might happen that weekend. I'm just saying.
I know you're fresh off retirement. You're gonna have fresh legs. We're gonna be ready to party. Gonna have a little food, a little wine.
Oh,
I'm excited, guys. This is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. Speaking of Run Disney and all that, so you just did Wine and Dine. You crushed it. Had a great time. Where are you staying for Marathon Weekend?
Marathon Weekend, we're living it up, Skyline style at Pop Century.
There we go. Nice.
Where am I staying? Oh, Coronado.
You're probably Coronado. Mike, I swear, like your home is Coronado these days.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm Coronado. Yeah.
That is usually my second home away from home. But for whatever reason, budget, dates, whatever availability, Pop Century worked out. I'm gonna have to go over to Coronado though. Sure. Scotty, you reminded me earlier, yesterday, about the Cafe Bonbon down at the Barcelona. So that's an espresso with sweetened condensed milk. Heaven on earth.
It is quite delicious. And something I learned on my last trip at Coronado, which I think you know about too, because you're Mr. Barcelona Lounge. Like, if you go early in the morning, you can get one to go. So I have taken them to go in taking them to the parks or waiting for a bus. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, you definitely get them to go. The real secret is you order a double because one is not enough.
That's right. It's the double. You have to get the double. Yes.
That's the double. Costs a little extra, but in the end, so worth it. You're not going to miss that either. You're not going to miss those few extra bucks.
Right. I mean, it's Disney, right? Like, oh man. So Jared, I had an interesting topic. I think I think you'd be a fun person to ask this because you'll probably have a quick answer. So I'm going through all my Disney dining. I'm making a spreadsheet. I've been doing this for years, and I'm just updating it now. Like every place I've had a meal,
This
basically.
is
right?
crazy. This is insanity. But go ahead. We were talking about this before we went live. I cannot.
It's-
We've been talking about this for like 2 weeks. I can't believe this. but
It's
go
kind of awesome. Now I'm not putting all the lounges, and I'm not putting like how many times I've been to La Cava, but I think I'm going to do that after I'm done with the food stuff. But anyway, I came across a picture, Jared, that I just feared when I saw it. I was like, oh my God, I remember this. This is the worst thing I've ever had at Walt Disney World. Do you have a worst food item or an experience that you've had at Walt Disney World that comes to mind?
Why you gotta put me on the spot, dude?
I know, I'm sorry. And I set it up like, oh, you'll have an answer. I know it's tough, right? To think of something that was bad.
A quick answer. I don't know, man. I feel like such a chump.
And that's maybe
can't
it's
think of
fun
one.
then, that you don't have a bad experience, right?
Yeah, because when he asked me
I
that,
guess
I can't really think of a bad experience that I've ever really had. Because here's the thing too, and I think it's because I order safe. Like I don't go very. And here's the difference, because I eat a lot with Scott. Scott will ask the waiter and listen to like the waiter give recommendations, right? And I've seen Scott order what the waiter recommends many times.
This is very.
I'm very different than Scott, dude. The waiter will give recommendations. I'll be like, nope, I'm gonna get the lasagna because I've had it 17 times.
Mike doesn't even know this story, and that's exactly how this plays out.
Yeah, I know. See, that's why I don't have a story, because I'm safe. I'm like, nope, I know what that lasagna is gonna be, and I'm gonna get it for the 18th time. That's why I don't have a story.
That's funny.
Okay, so for clarification here, are we talking about entree food item or just overall like bad experience?
Like something to eat.
I'm actually talking about entree food item, but it kind of is like a bad experience combo. But you take the server or anything out of it, the entree itself was just bad. It just was bad.
Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of liberty with this, and I'm going to speak to an overall like bad experience. And this was at Le Cellier. We were doing brunch. Now, as far as bad food decisions, bad choices, it was brunch. So they had and it's Canada, so they don't have normal Bloody Marys. They have what's called a Bloody Caesar.
Okay. Oh, yes.
One of those. If you know, you know.
Yes.
I have no idea.
So
I was just in Canada for 2 weeks ago, and yeah, every menu had. I was like, "What is this Caesar cocktail?" Like, I had to think about it for a second. Yeah, it's a Bloody Mary. You're right.
So it's basically a Bloody Mary, right? So it's a vodka and tomato juice based drink, but it's not just tomato juice. It's what they call clamato juice. So it's tomato juice with little bits of clams in it. Also, sounds delicious. Am I right?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No,
I'm glad they don't put Caesar dressing on it, at least.
But not only that, we had what made the overall experience just so, I wouldn't say awkward, because it wasn't a bad experience. It was just an awkward experience. It was Stacy and myself, and we were there with our friend Emily, and we were enjoying a nice little brunch. And the family next to us, I think they were a Coors family, a choir family, and this one kid was probably 12, 13 years old, and he just kept practicing his not scales maybe, but it was just really kind of weird, because you heard it first, and you heard just off to the side of you, and we all at the same time just kind of looked at each other. Did we just hear that? Then he does it again, and this kept going on through the whole entire meal. It's like I said, awkward is a word, but hey, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had Le Cellier. When I think back to Le Cellier, I always almost fall asleep in there because it's so peaceful and dark and quiet. Honestly, it's such a peaceful experience. I'm almost falling asleep in there, and because I always get steak and heavy food.
Unless you're getting a personal concert.
Yeah, I'm not getting scales.
And
I've never had
clam
scales.
juice.
Yeah, and I've never had. And again, very safe. I get a steak and a potato, and like a Coke Zero. You know,
Jared, you brought up something though that I thought of today working on my spreadsheet because I inputted my California Grill brunch that I had. I missed those brunches at the signatures, like the Le Cellier brunch. I missed the Narcoosse's had a secret brunch, not a secret, but like a limited time brunch too. I missed those. Those were awesome. I want those to come back.
Yeah, for sure. It's a brunch is hard to find, few and far between at Disney World. I mean, unless you're at the Springs, right? You've got, Chef Art Smith's, you got Homecoming, you got the Boathouse brunch. But yeah, the specialty restaurant type of brunches. Wine Bar George is another great place for brunch. But yeah, around the resorts, around the parks, bring it back, guys.
That California Grill one was quite possibly the best meal I ever had. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And they had unlimited. It was like unlimited champagne.
Oh, God.
And like it was me.
Yes, at California Grill.
Yeah,
they had the buffet layout.
Yes. And I'll never forget. It was me, Steve, Liz, and Pam. I said that really weird. It was me, Liz, Pam, and Steve, and they just kept filling those glasses, and I don't think we noticed. We were just talking, having a great time, going up to the buffet. We stood up and we're like, wow, we are daytime drunk right now.
That's how you get a good tip.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, those brunches were, in all seriousness, I mean, that was a really great meal though. Like brunches were good. I missed those.
Well, I missed you guys, man. Can't wait for Wine and Dine 2025. Let's do it. Let's bring it.
I like
ready.
it. I like the spirit. And it's marathon will be here soon too. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, you all are going to be down there for the marathon. I'm going to miss you all. Maybe I need to make a surprise appearance. Maybe.
You need to come to Disneyland.
I know, right?
You need to definitely come to Disneyland. If you don't come to marathon, you sure need to come to Disneyland.
I do love some Disneyland.
I mean, you need to come to marathon, but you absolutely need.
What is that though? It's like later, like later July,
last weekend of January.
Yeah, I said July.
Oh yeah,
January.
they split it up this year, which was a smart move, and
Yes.
they give people a little bit of a break.
Amen. That was fun. I mean, it was fun to do once. I liked it last year. It was exciting. But dude, I can't do that twice. That was hard.
Yeah, it was fun, but you know what? I've not run into anybody that did that and then said, "Yeah, it was a good idea."
No, yeah, right. I agree, but I'm glad we did it. To me, it was fun to do once.
That's how it used to be, though.
Yeah,
Because the light side race weekend was always after marathon. I want to say, but
yes, yeah, they always did those back-to-back weekends. Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
So if you had there are a lot of people that would do that, right? They would do the marathon weekend. I think some people did the cruise even because remember when they do the Castaway cruise? Like, dude, that's the start of the year. I burned all my time off at that point.
Right. I mean, and you just burned like $15,000 or whatever.
Most importantly, you burned $50,000.
Entry fees in your cruise. I mean, dude, what I'd be working till June. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's awesome though.
Yeah.
I mean, it was awesome for those that did it.
Yeah, beginning of the year, yeah, you're still the hours you're working, you're still just paying taxes, right? You don't you're not working for yourself until March.
Like little Run Disney guys got me in debt, like nobody's business. If I'm doing that many races in a Castaway Key Challenge, come on now, I can't do it all.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and my sneakers that I run in, they're not cheap. I always thought running was going to be a cheap hobby. Hockey was expensive. Whatever. Anyway, hey, real quick, we got to do because we got to throw this in here. One's got to go, and let's see here. Let's see. Somebody put one in. Jessica threw one in here earlier. Boardwalk, Yacht Club, or Beach Club. You got to kick one out. Which one are you kicking out?
That's easy for me. Beach Club for me.
I'm going Beach Club.
I was going to go Beach Club too.
Yacht Club, and Boardwalk have too much to offer in the restaurant and lounge area.
For sure.
Beach Club just doesn't bring it.
And you can't get rid of Boardwalk because I feel like I need both resorts. I need the footprint still to be around there. I need 2 different pools, and all that. So yeah. So Beach Club's the no-brainer for me.
It's weird though, because I think Disney markets Beach Club more than Yacht, and Beach Club has the villas, has the DVC side, and Yacht doesn't. But I prefer Yacht to Beach personally, and you can usually catch a discount at Yacht over Beach many times.
Yep.
Beach Club has the benefit of location.
True that. Yep. But yeah, I would go yacht over beach and boardwalk. You got to keep boardwalk. Boardwalk is just, it's like a hidden gem. Nobody thinks about it
Yeah.
that much. It's like, it's there
And
like
it's
in plain sight.
massive.
People don't think about it.
But the real quick my story, and I'm going to share the picture really quick. It'll be really quick, Mike. So
Here we go. Oh, they
So-
so, picture. I'm
So
dying to see
spring
it.
break 2018, having a great time. None of our friends are down there, so it's just the three of us really. And we have a meal at Tutto, which in Epcot in the Italian Pavilion. It's actually the first restaurant we ever ate at Walt Disney World. So that's why I always think when we go there. So like, oh yeah, we got to go to Tutto, relive that moment. And we sit down, ready to have a nice long meal. And I decided to order like a lasagna, Mike, or like a spaghetti and meatballs. And my server is like, you don't want that.
Shut up.
I'm like,
Stop.
what do you mean I don't want that? He's like, and he was very like, I don't want to say sexist, but like he points to Elizabeth and he's like, she can make you that at home any night, right?
Oh my god.
I'm like, I mean, yeah. I was like, yeah, we can have this meal at home. He's like, no, you don't want that. Like, I have a specialty dish that is waiting for you in the back right now. You ordered it right now. It's coming out right now. It's this beautiful chicken. Blah, 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 blah. And I felt like he just made me order it. I'm like, I couldn't say no to it, right? At that point. So we order. And I'm not even kidding you. Less than 4 minutes later, all our meals are on the table. Okay,
The family in front of you just sent that thing back. That's why you got that.
And he made me order this chicken thing, and I'm going to try to share. I'm going to try to share it here. And hold on, I'm trying to remember how to do that here. Present.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is like live, live stuff here. Am I sharing my screen?
I'm sure. We're hanging with us about tuning. We got a lot of people tuned in live. Everybody's listening.
Okay. You see my photos, Mike.
yeah.
I think. Okay.
Oh,
this was the thing.
Oh, dude, I'd have been like, bring me lasagna. I do not want that. Do not make me eat this.
I don't know what that is. I'm a foodie. I don't know what that is. I don't know what the thing's sticking out.
Here's what I think it looks like. It looks like a bad Salisbury steak you would have gotten in 4th grade. Dude, I'm telling you. That is not good. With something sticking out of it.
That looks exactly like chicken.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Jared. Yeah. So, yeah, that came out really quick. It did not taste good. He made me order it, and that meal at Tutto, a nice like sit down meal, was 25 minutes long.
You're like,
unbelievable.
We got
unbelievable.
here.
Yeah. So then we ended up park hopping, and we had time. We ended up going to watch Fantasmic. I got a beer at the Tune-In Lounge and went to Fantasmic. It was great.
The wait staff in the back were having bets on who could get rid of that first, and that guy won.
Yes, he
He
did.
did.
That was it. You just
did.
nailed it. That's
So,
the story. Yeah.
The story is funny, but honestly, that thing did not taste good. I'm telling you right now, that did not taste good at all. But
Yeah, I was kind of hungry for a bowl of cereal after this, and now I'm not.
oh man, but yeah, awesome. Hey Jared, thanks for the call as always. I'm glad we could share that information for you for those wine and dine dates, and it works out with the annual pass. How amazing! That rarely works out. I love it so much.
I'm doing it 100% in. Both feet first. Let's go.
All right, we'll see you, Jared. All right, see you, bud.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye.
See you, Jared.
Look at Wade. Wade had two things. One, he likes the Bloody Caesar. He says clamato or whatever it's called, and he asked if that's aso buco.
Maybe. I mean, Wade's a well-traveled person. He might know what that is. Now I got to know what that is.
407. Yeah, this has been the weirdest show ever. I mean, we got people biking from MCO over to the resort. We're talking about the worst meal ever. I mean, this is why I love live. There's honestly
kind of the worst meal ever because like
live radio anymore.
The way he was like, no, you don't want to order this. I have this chicken thing in the back. You're gonna like it. Just the way that he was about that, and then the chicken tasted bad. It was just the worst bite I've ever had at Walt Disney World. I don't know because of my mood or what.
Always get lasagna. I mean, or not lasagna, but get a pasta. I mean,
yeah.
But chicken.
I mean, I know what he's trying to say too. Like, yeah, I can make a good pasta. But I like the red sauce at Tutto. You know, like it.
Exactly.
I like it.
So here's another thing.
It's just funny.
Your first trip, that restaurant was not Alfredo's when you went?
Our first trip was 2011, so it was Tutto. So,
yeah, because I thought
It
Alfredo.
used to be Alfredo's or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
Nope.
Pam and I went our first time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, yeah, that's because we went there on our anniversary or something. Or I think the year after our in
It's
2000.
funny looking back though. Like, I have photos of us at Captain's Grill before it was Ale and Compass. Which is funny. I mean, the decor has changed so much, but I liked Captain's Grill a little bit
I
though.
did like Captain's Grill. I
yeah.
prefer. I mean, Ale and Compass is nice too, but you just always
Captain's Grill had that big table in the center that was like this like compass or something. It was super cool, I thought. And then we had a meal at Cat Sora had like it's like the Tatarita Al Forno now, but like she had Cat Cora had a restaurant. Cucina is what it was called. Cucina.
Yep. Yeah, we can talk about all those places. All right, we have another call. Hey, who's joining us? I'm scared even. I don't know where this call is going to go, but hey, who's joining us?
Hey, it's John from New Jersey. How you doing?
Good, John.
Hey, John.
What password? What's the best side for Thanksgiving? First of all,
What was that again?
we got to have the password.
I missed it.
Oh, sorry. What's your favorite side for Thanksgiving?
Your favorite side? Oh, bread stuffing.
Oh,
my
stuff.
my wife's family refuses to make bread stuffing, so it has to be rice stuffing with them, and I'm deprived. It's just it's like, you don't understand. It's like a sore point. Yeah, I'm like I can't wait to go to my brother's because he works. My brother has a diner, and Thanksgiving is his busiest day, and like he does it like 3 days later, and it's like the best because he makes bread stuffing.
Oh,
I gotta have bread stuffing.
There you go. That's a winner for me. Sounds good. So what's on your mind? I like it.
No, I didn't know what the theme was. Are we talking about bad experiences, or are we talking about fun?
Well, we're talking about the worst meal you ever had at Walt Disney World. Scotty brought that up, or we could do
The worst meal I ever had was the one my daughter liked. It was at Cinderella's Castle. They came in there, right? And I'm a big dude, right? So I can eat, right? So they come in and they give me this portion that's like really for Weight Watchers, right? And I'm starving. And I'm like, do I get, because I've eaten it, like, the one in Norway with the princesses. And, they have a buffet so you could stuff your face. But this is like a plated meal. Or at least it was when I went there. I won't go back again because I need a home equity loan to pay for it,
Yeah.
But and it was the worst. I was starving. I was looking for like any place that would sell those turkey legs I could eat afterwards. It was real bad.
That's the worst one, right? When you spend a lot, right, for a meal, you have this sit down meal. You're supposed to be great, and then as soon as you leave, you're looking for another spot to make up for it. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, and they were like, I shouldn't say it, they were snotty a little bit. Well, if you want more, you got to pay for an extra thing. Now, could you imagine me plopping down? I mean, I got to work like, like 4 or 5 hours for another meal of this and still be hungry. I'm sorry. I disagree with that. It's just the meal. They should at least give you something to eat, even if it's just enough bread, for God's sake. It was like I ate at Cat Cora's. I thought Cat Cora was okay. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
but
I liked it. I like the replacement too. I like Trattoria a lot too. Like that's a place that we go a lot to. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never been there. I thought that the best meal was the character meal over at the Swan and Dolphin that they don't have anymore. They have this buffet, and it's like a seafood buffet sometimes of the night, or it was. They don't have it anymore. And if you call Disney reservations, it's always empty. It's always full. Hey, it's packed. It's packed. You walk over there, it's empty. And I guess they've never put the characters back yet at the what do they call it? The non-Disney hotels.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the best meal. I mean, they had like half a lobster. It was shrimp, and I don't like lobster, so I was like, they had. I think they had shrimp. They had calamari, and then they had these amazing desserts. I honestly say, I think the best food on property is over at the Swan and Dolphin. They have everything, And the good thing is I'm a Marriott reward member, so when we stay there, we get points on it, So I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I like
I don't know.
I like the fountain over there. You know, if I can't get in Beach Club, we'll just walk over there and go to the fountain and get a sandwich and a PB
El
and J.
Molino, I'm a fan of El Molino a
Sure,
lot
me
too. I
too.
really like that spot.
Yeah, you showed me that place. That place is good.
I like Peekaboo's to be honest. I mean, Peekaboo's is just it's combination. It's a combination sit down and table service, and if you're a DVC member, you get a discount. So the Swan and Dolphin know that a lot of their customers are DVC members, so they will give you a discount if you show your DVC membership. So which is really helpful. So as Disney has phased out a lot of stuff, they'll give you a discount for that. That came in handy. So
It's good stuff. And if
and I know I think Scott is a DVC member, right? Scott?
Yep, that's correct. I am. Yep.
Yeah. Have you ever used it? I mean, the DVC discount over there?
Yeah, I want to say I have. I don't. I normally just go to like the Fountain or Il Molino. I need to expand a little bit over at the Swan and Dolphin. But yeah, I believe I believe I have used it over there. And like, man, now I'm craving like the Il Molino. We were just talking about Tudo and like my bad experience there. Now I'm like thinking Italian food. Like Il Molino is so good. Like,
they had the good pizza.
and their arancini. Like, I don't know if anyone's a big fan of arancini, but like they have this like spicy version of it. Like, oh my god, it's so good. I'm like craving that so badly right now. It's really good.
I'm a little spoiled. There's a great Italian place off property that I listen to. You remember the old podcast that they used to have? I mean, there was like a big podcast that was big and kind of died off. I've got the name of them, but what's his name is on it? From the Disney Dish. And he recommended this little rinky-dink place, this Italian place, and oh my god, the food is so good off property. I'm not going to mention it because these two guys are like really like, and the guy's from Italy and his pizza is outstanding. It's better than anything I have in New Jersey, which is hard. You know what I mean? And it's worth the trip. And he's in Kissimmee.
It's good stuff.
So
hey, yeah, I used to never wander off property, but I mean now without Magical Express, a lot more people are renting cars and taking Ubers now, people that would have never gotten an Uber before. And there's a Portillo's right now right off property, and we don't have those in St. Louis, but I love Portillo's. So
Plus your favorite thing, right, Mike? The pub sub.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it because it's what can you do? You can save a little money and get something you can't get at home. It's fine. I say. I would have never done
weird
that.
is I've never had I've never eaten at Waffle House, so I know everybody wants it. I've never eaten it because I kind of like, I don't know why.
You never have either?
No.
Scott hasn't either. It's an experience. We have them all over the place here. And I've eaten in them many, many times at hockey tournaments and speed skating competitions. At 3 a.m, man, they're a trip.
I'm confident to say that I never will as well.
No, you got to. They're so it's a life experience. And they're good. You get everything scrambled, smothered, and diced and cubed and everything. It's good. It's really good food. It's Americana.
The food's good down in Orlando. I mean, the non-Disney food has improved tremendously. I don't know if you guys. I mean, like you said, I think when Disney got rid of its Magical Express, I think it didn't realize how much it would hurt the restaurants, and it has, because if you notice, the restaurants are kind of emptier now. I mean, if you remember, you used to have to get a reservation 6 months or how many months ahead of time. There's walk-up reservations now. It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the price has a factor about it.
Yeah, prices. You can also cancel. You can cancel up to 2 hours in advance, which helps with that too, I think. But yeah, I mean, I think ending Magical Express, and I mean, I'm not an accountant for Disney, but I think it's one of the biggest mistakes they ever made. Biggest mistakes Disney ever made at Walt Disney World, because it's definitely changed the way I vacation 100% to the detriment of Disney.
Yeah, I agree. And they could have just said, listen, if you want Magical Express, it's like an additional, partial fee. You didn't have to make them pay the whole amount, just a small partial fee.
Yeah, I'd have paid
and people would have done it. They would have done it.
I'd have paid
even if you paid $10, it's $10 more. My kids we would rent a car and my kids would get on Magical Express just to do the ride. They actually look forward to it.
Yeah.
Dude, the ride there, like, it pumped you up. Like, I love
did.
that. Like, I was like, I'm on vacation. I'm unplugging. I don't even have to drive. This is amazing.
I mean, for the baggage too. I mean, like,
Oh,
I'd have paid
that was-
50 bucks,
that was
50
the
bucks
best perk.
easy. I'd have paid $50 a person easy for the bags and the ride. $50 a person easy.
And the airline check-in at the resort was
Yeah.
the best.
Easy.
Oh.
Easy. I mean, and that would have at least offset some of that cost. Anyway. Well, hey, we got to run because we're past the top of the hour and got to get scooting, but we'll have to talk next week.
Yeah, thanks, John. Have a good one.
See you next week.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. Wait, man, we wanted calls and we got calls, Scotty G.
Yeah. I didn't mean to be negative about my food experience. I just thought it was funny because I was just running through my spreadsheet, but yeah.
It was it is kind of funny to look back though when you get a story like that, right? Because you do trust a waiter, waitress, a server, and sometimes for the benefit, because sometimes you'll get a really awesome meal, right? You will get surprised and like, holy cow, I didn't even know I liked this, and bam.
And this is why I recommend. It might be silly to everyone, but like, just take a bunch of photos, right? We got a bunch of cloud storage with our photos and all that, and it's just fun to look back, right? Like, you look at something from 6 years ago, and like, I just saw that, and I just instantly went back to that moment, and I kind of have a sick memory. I remember like a lot of crazy stuff, but then like I just remembered how the rest of that night went, like some of the jokes we were saying, and like it's just fun. And then it brought like a good 15-minute conversation while we're decorating the Christmas tree tonight, talking about that.
Well, that's the whole thing about travel too, right? It's always about the stories. It's not about, like it wasn't a great meal, but you're still talking about sitting down at Walt Disney World for a dinner, years and years later. It's a meal that became a story, that became a legend. And so that's what travel becomes.
And I don't think I'm in the two cents. And I have a reservation with Jason and Veronica, but I think we're going to change it to the Cake Bake Shop though. So like, we'll see. We'll see.
That guy, the chances that guy would be your server again are.
I know, but it'd be funny. Like, I just think about it all the time. Like,
he's gonna bully you.
I know.
He's gonna. You will eat this because somebody just sent this one back 5 minutes ago.
So that's always been Elizabeth's theory. I mean, this is like 6 years old, this story, but like that's been her theory for the last 6 years, is that someone ordered it and returned it, and then that guy suckered me into ordering it.
Oh my gosh. All right. So we are going to get back together this week. Good news. It's going to be Scott, Pam, and myself. We're going to be doing the shows Wednesday and Friday. Monday, we got a great trip report coming your way, releasing if you're tuned in live here within the hour. So be ready for that Monday morning commute. We're having a good time here as we're heading into the holiday season. We hope you'll take the show with you wherever you go, shopping around town. I just appreciate that. Thank you so much. Do subscribe to the show wherever you download the podcast, and please do leave us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts if you get 5 minutes. That really, really does help us with the show as we close out 2024. Don't forget, our podcast brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. They have been our sponsor for years and years, and it does help us every time you book a trip with us over at the Magic for Less. The good news is it costs you absolutely nothing. You get first-class concierge level service with each and every trip. And a lot of times Disney gift cards, onboard credits when you go on a Disney cruise. You win, we win. It's a great way, great thing all around. So check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. Also, as you do your holiday shopping, just take one extra click, bookmark it on your browser, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Anytime you go shopping, click that link. It takes you right back to Amazon. Shop to your heart's content. We get a little support each and every time you shop. Again, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. And the third way you can support the shows on Patreon. $5 a month is all it takes. And you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Comes out every Sunday. We have a good time just talking about life and about things. So coming over, and thanks to everybody who supports us already. Patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Come over to the Clubhouse. That's our free hangout. It's like a little message board, live chat going on all the time. We talk Disney, we talk life, we talk sports, we talk everything. We have trivia every day hosted by Trisha. Thanks for doing that, Trisha. It's an awesome place to be. Coming over, it's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. You can follow me on the social media at beourguestmike. Look for me at all the places. And Scott's at epscott, EPSCOT. Look for Scott in all the places. And Scotty G at Must See Adventures. Again, Scott, let everybody know what's going on over there.
We just shared a video of our day in Cologne, France, where we did the second scene of Impressions de France. So pretty cool moment there. I had 40 plus minutes of footage of us like on this excursion, narrowed it down to like 2 minutes so I can play like the song, that you hear like during the scene. That's pretty cool. But yeah, dining, hanging out on the cruise. We see the illusionist. He says in the video, like, I'm about to show you a trick that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to forget what he did that night. So you got to tune in and see what he did. It was pretty awesome. But
so again, you got to hustle. This is what you need to do is you're listening to the show here on a Thursday. If you're catching it on the replay, go to Must See Adventures on YouTube, subscribe, and get the notifications so you know when the next video goes live, because the next one will be coming. And then
the next one is going to have your favorite thing that you wish you would have been there for.
Remember you talked about Crown King for the
I become cruise famous. Yes, that's going to be the next episode.
Yes. So everybody in the world needs to make sure you see that. So make sure you subscribe over there. Must See Adventures on YouTube. All right. We'll see you this week on the shows. Thanks for hanging out with us here on a Sunday night. We'll do this again next Sunday night, 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. Thanks for being a part of all this. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you so much. So for Scotty G up in Michigan, I'm Mike here in Missouri. You guys have a great Sunday night or a great Thursday here on the feed. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
A little birdie just told me Veronica tried calling in. Just call in next week. We'll get to you. We'll try to at least.
Yeah, I had like 3 calls coming in at the same time one time. So that's probably when. Hang on. Oh, wait. It's not. Hang on. That's a live show. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Dude, I really liked editing this last episode. I mean, it was a pain because I had so much stuff, but that Green Venice scene, it was just straight out impressions of France, man. It was so awesome. Like, I can't explain it. It was so cool.
That is awesome.
It's a cool day. But yeah,
editing video would be so hard compared to what we like.
It's kind of tough, but like I gotta start cranking them out because I don't know if I told you this out. Like, I'm not burned out on the cruise stuff, but it's like every video I'm doing is like, oh man, here I am back on the ship again doing this. Like, I just
want to get to like other.
Yeah, things. I want to get to like some of the stuff I did with like Jared and Stacey and Franklin, or like the Canada stuff. And I'm gonna have all this Walt Disney World content, you know, like just want to get it done.
It would be hard to keep up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get out of here because we're gonna go walk our 2 miles in the freezing dark.
Yeah. Oh man, I know. It's actually not as cold today here, like, but I golfed today even.
Yeah, it is. It's actually 59 right now, so
that's not bad. No, it's still bundle up a little bit.
Yep.
I have to go help. I got to put a couple ornaments on. Like, me and Emily have our traditional like daddy-daughter ornaments that we put on together and stuff like that. So
I hear you. We'll have fun. So yeah, just text me tomorrow. We'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll do. All right, sounds good. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, see you. Bye. Yes. Bye.